So Zeus, he turned Metis into a water drop. Aphrodite, she turned Arachne into a spider. And Athena, well, she burst out of Zeus's brain. Right out of his head. They took a damn axe. And then Athena came right out of Zeus's brain, the goddess of wisdom indeed. Now Hercules, he had tricked Atlas. Atlas had convinced Hercules to put the world on his shoulders. And then Hercules said he needed some patting on his shoulders. So, Atlas, why don't you take the world back? Just for a little bit. And then once Atlas took up his burden once more, well, Hercules just dipped right the fuck on out of there. Sayonara, Atlas. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. They hate us because they ain't us. Now on to the origin of life on Earth. First you had Gaia. Gaia is Mother Earth. And Mother Earth, well, she sucked and fucked Uranus, the god of the sky. So Mother Earth and the god of the sky. Not Uranus, but Uranus, the 8th planet from the sun, Uranus. So Mother Earth, Father Sky, they mated, and then they gave birth to the Titans. The motherfucking Titans. Oceanus and Coeus, Creus, Hyperion, Iapetus, Rhea, and Themis, Mnemosyne, and Phoebe, and Tethys, and Cronus. Phoebe, just like on Friends, Oceanus, just like the ocean plus us. Now, Cronus, the son of Gaia, Mother Earth, and Uranus, Father Sky. He's envious of his father, Uranus's wealth and power. So what is Cronus going to do? Well, Cronus is going to plot a January 6th coup d'etat to take Uranus's position in the universe. Uranus had hid his gigantic children of his and Gaia's, Mother Earth, the Hecatoncheires, and the Cyclops in Tartarus, so that they can never see the light of day forever. That fucking Uranus, that's going to piss Gaia off. Now Tartarus, of course, is obviously, it's a deep abyss that's used as a dungeon of torment and suffering for the wicked, and as a prison for the Titans. Tartarus is a place where, according to Plato's Gorgias, 400 BC, the souls are judged after death, and where the wicked receive divine punishment. Tartarus appears in early Greek cosmology, such as in Hesiod's Theogony, where the personified Tartarus is described as one of the earliest beings to exist, alongside Chaos and Gaia, which of course is Mother Earth. So Uranus, Gaia, Mother Earth, they come together and they give birth to Oceanus, Coeus, Creus, Hyperion, Iapetus, Rhea, Themis, Mnemosyne, and Phoebe, and Tethys, and Cronus. Phoebe, Oceanus, Cronus, Rhea. So the Hecatoncheires, right? This is Uranus is going to hide the children of him and Gaia's. Just the Hecatoncheires and the Cyclops and Tartarus. Well, who are the Hecatoncheires? The Hecatoncheires, well, clearly, obviously, the Hecatoncheires are the giants who each had 100 hands and 50 heads. 100 hands, 50 heads. Now that's a spicy meatball. That's a spicy meatball. Common sense. Well, that teaches us that the Cyclopses, they're the giant one-eyed creatures with a round eye in the middle of their forehead. And the word Cyclops means circle-eyed or round-eyed. the Cyclops are often depicted as uncivilized shepherds or cannibals who lived in a distant land. They were known for building the Cyclopean walls of Mycenae and Turin's Mycenae, and for forging Zeus's Thunderbolt. Who created Zeus's Thunderbolt? The Cyclops created Zeus's Thunderbolt. The most famous Cyclops, Polyphemus. What did Polyphemus do? Well, he captured Odysseus and his men. But Odysseus and his men blinded Polyphemus. Odysseus, that was the Odyssey and the Iliad? Oh, I don't know. Trapping the Hecatoncheires and the Cyclops in Tartarus. Well, that's going to piss Mother Earth, Gaia, off so very, very much. Uranus, Father Sky, Mother Earth. We came together, we created Cyclops, and we created Hecatoncheires. Even if they do have 100 hands and 50 heads, they're still my babies. So Gaia, Mother Earth, allied with her son Cronus, the youngest of the Titans. And Gaia and Cronus, well, they created the sickle. And Cronus was the only child who was willing to get the job done, to overthrow Uranus. And so Cronus takes the sickle and he attacks Uranus and he castrates him. He cuts off his dick and his balls with a sickle that Gaia, the Mother Earth, had made for him. And then Cronus takes the testicles of Uranus and he throws them into the ocean. See you later, testicles. Uranus's blood is going to get mixed with the ocean. And then guess what? That's going to create even more children. Gigantus and Urania and Meliaia. Cut off Uranus's nuts. You think that would make him less of a man, but for Uranus, when you castrate Uranus, that's going to turn into life itself. You're going to get Meliaia, and Uranias and Gigantes. The testicles of Uranus themselves actually create a foam in the ocean. And out of that foam, we get Aphrodite, the goddess of love. So, you might think you cut off the dick and testicles. Well, not the dick, but the testicles of Uranus. Say goodbye to the testicles of Uranus. No more testicles. Uranus will not see any more testicles, but they're going to turn into Aphrodite, plus Meliania and Uranias and Gigantus. And Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Cronus is then going to hide the sickle under the island of Corfu. This is a real island. Corfu is an island of Greece. It's right there off the coast of the Greece mainland. Corfu looks like a sickle. It's got a population of 100,000. Now, when Uranus was castrated, when Uranus had lost its testicles, the children he had hit from the light of day, the Hecatoncheires and the Cyclops in Tartarus, they were free at first. But guess what Cronus is going to do? He's going to put him right back in prison. Well, shit, that's going to piss off Gaia. That son of a bitch. Motherfucker. You're going to piss off Mother Earth, you motherfucker. Now, Cronus and Rhea, they were the king and queen of the universe. Cronus and Rhea were the king and queen of the universe. Not Gaia and Uranus no more. Nope, we got a new king and queen of the world in the sky. The age of Cronus is called the Golden Age because there was no need for laws or rules. Everybody was good. You didn't even need morality. The age of Cronus is the Golden Age. Now, Cronus and Rhea, they're going to give birth to the Olympians. Later on, we're going to see the Titans and the Olympians. They're going to clash, and we're going to have a battle of the Olympians and the Titans. And these are all gods. These are all gods. Cronus and Rhea, they're the new king and queen of the heavens and the skies and of earth and everything else. They're going to give birth to the Olympians. Who are the Olympians? Well, Demeter, of course, Hestia, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. Now, Cronus, he presumed since he overthrew his father Uranus that his own children were going to overthrow him as well. So naturally, I mean, what's a father to do? Cronus, well, he goes ahead and eats them. He eats them all. You heard me. He ate Demeter and Hestia. He ate Hera and Hades. And he went ahead and took Poseidon and made breakfast out of Poseidon. Cronus ate Poseidon to make sure that Poseidon and Hera and Hades and Hestia and Demeter wasn't going to overthrow him. That's going to learn Demeter and Hestia and Hades and Hera and Poseidon. I'll learn them. You motherfuckers, you got born. You got born and you might have overtaken me. But guess what's going to happen after that? Rhea and Cronus, well, they can't stop sucking and fucking, and they're going to have a sixth child. Zeus. Whoops. Zeus is going to be the new sky and lightning and thunder god. Now, Rhea and Gaia, Mother Earth, they're going to plot against Cronus to save Zeus. Because we know what Cronus wants to do to Zeus. So when Rhea gave birth to Zeus in Crete, another island in Greece, Rhea gave birth to Zeus in a cave on Mount Ida, or Mount Aegium on Crete. When Cronus asked for his sixth child to eat, hey Rhea, can you give me Zeus so I can eat him too? Rhea ingeniously gives Cronus a rock, the Omphale stone. She wrapped it in swaddling clothing and gave Cronus a rock and said, here is Zeus, and Cronus balked the ruse. Cronus goes ahead and swallows the rock, eats the rock, thinking that Zeus is gone. Oh, I ate Zeus. I ate that rock. Zeus is gone now. Now here's where it gets crazy. There's actually 5 different versions about what happens next. But essentially like Timon and Pumbaa and Simba, Zeus is going to be hidden from Cronus, and he's going to be raised to become a man god Olympian. Now one version had said that Cronus was looking for Zeus on Crete, but Zeus had changed himself into a snake in order to hide from him. By the stratagems of Gaia, also by the skills and the strength of Zeus, Cronus is going to puke up Zeus's 5 eldest brothers and sisters, Demeter, Hestia, Hades, Hera, and Poseidon. Now it's said that it was Metis who gave Cronus the emetic. Metis is the first wife and advisor of Zeus, the king of the gods. Metis had helped Zeus to free his siblings from their father Cronus' stomach when she gave him an emetic. What's an emetic? An emetic such as syrup of ipecac. It's a substance that induces vomiting when administered orally or by injection. Hydrogen peroxide can induce vomiting as well. R.I.P. Malcolm. Now after Zeus got his 5 elder siblings freed, Zeus then went ahead and freed Hecatoncheires and Cyclops. And they were so damn happy, it's like, well shit, Uranus traps us, and then Cronus traps us, and now Zeus frees Hecatoncheires and Cyclops. And in return, Hecatoncheires and Cyclops, more specifically the Cyclops, gave Zeus his infamous Thunderbolt lightning. And that's how Zeus got his Thunderbolt lightning. That's how Zeus got his Thunderbolt lightning. When Metis was swallowed by Zeus after it was foretold that she would bear a son mightier than his father, what is up with these fucking fathers? I just gave birth to a son. That son of a bitch is going to overthrow me. Why would you think that? You're projecting your own fucking insecurities. I know him. Look at him. He keeps fucking staring at me like he's going to overthrow me. So Metis had helped their daughter Athena escape from Zeus's forehead. Was it Prometheus that took an axe to Zeus's head? Zeus had such a bad headache. What is this in my head? Fuck it, take an axe and hit my head. Takes an axe, hits his head. Athena comes out, the goddess of wisdom. A little bit about Zeus. In most traditions, Zeus is married to Hera, by whom he is usually said to have fathered Ares and Eileithyia, Hebe, and Hephaestus. Hephaestus, Hebe, Eileithyia, and Ares. Now at the oracle of Dodona, his consort was said to be Dione, by whom the Iliad states that he fathered Aphrodite. But wait a second. Aphrodite was created by Uranus's testicles when it was castrated and Cronus had thrown it into the ocean. She came out of the phone. Oh, what the fuck? This is all sound like a bunch of mythology. According to the Theogony, Zeus's first wife was Metis, by whom he had Athena, and Zeus was also infamous for his erotic escapades. Zeus and his erotic escapades, they resulted in many divine and heroic offspring, including Apollo, Artemis, Hermes, Persephone, Dionysus, the god of partying and wine, Perseus, Heracles, Helen of Troy, that fucking whore, Minos, and the Muses. Heracles? You mean Hercules? Why would they call Heracles Hercules? That would be like calling Israel Jacob. That's not Israel, that's fucking Jacob. Jacob keeps killing all those kids. What the fuck, Jacob? You son of a bitch, Jacob? You know he got his birthright when he sold his, was it Esau? His brother comes in hungry. He's like, all right, I'll give you this stew. You just give me your inheritance. And Esau's like, fuck it, I'm hungry. And then Eve eats the apple, and then Cain kills Abel. And then they build the Tower of Babel. But Seth carries the family on. Seth carries the human family on. So thank you, Seth. Seth doesn't get enough credit for carrying on with humanity. The fucking Greeks, man. The motherfucking Greeks. R.I.P. Buthana. R.I.P. Buthana. Thanks be to God, the word of the Lord. Amen. Amen. Take me to church, I will